It's gonna be alright.
Hello and welcome to SusPOD, the official podcast for all things Bristol Suspensions. I'm Alisha, the current marketing manager of the group, which is a UK mixed a cappella group from the University of Bristol. We are currently in our 10th generation, so to celebrate that, we're going to be holding our 10-year anniversary show on February 3rd in Bristol. So basically, this mini-series is where we're going to be talking to each gen, or members of each gen, and talking about their experiences, the songs they sung, their highlights, and of course a little bit of a cappella gossip. We cannot wait to have you listen, but for now, enjoy the episode.
Hiya, this is episode 4 of the SusPOD. Today we are with Bryan and Grace from the 4th generation of the group. Hi guys, how you doing today?
Yo.
Good.
Yeah.
Amazing. And so just to dive straight in, how did you guys hear about Suspensions? When did you join? What's your story? Let's start with you, Bryan.
Yeah, so I joined in my 4th year after, so I'd, seen them around on campus and I actually did a bit of a cappella back at school as well.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Well, you learned so much.
I know. So yeah, we did it. And then me and someone who went to ICCA actually, she said, oh, let's go join like the a cappella group of our unis. I never did. She did. She was in the Bluebells. And I eventually did in my 4th year. Yeah, that was fun.
But you joined in your 4th year.
Yes.
So what took so long? Why didn't you join earlier?
You know what? It's just like I was good friends with like the people in my flat, so I didn't need to like join societies or anything. I didn't go to the uni until my 4th year, at all. It's crazy.
Oh, but you studied maths, right?
Yeah. So that's like all the way up the hill, right?
And the you were just like, fuck that.
Yeah, and the union's all the way on the other side, so I just never went. Never went. Not even for breakfast or anything like that.
Oh my god! But you got through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Stay in school, kids. So that's fine. So you did it all, and then you joined SUSPs in your final year. Do you wish you'd joined it earlier?
No. I don't want to, because I don't want to change what happened, if that makes sense. Like, I really enjoyed the time I had, the length of time I was in it for. Although I would have met, I've still met the people who were in the generation before. So, like, it still feel like I've been part of those groups, having heard their stories and still
got to know them.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. And then Grace, you had a different experience joining SUSPs. So tell us a little bit about that.
So I didn't even go to Bristol. I've infiltrated. I'm an outsider. I went to Cardiff, but I was in I was in the a cappella society at Cardiff. I was in a couple of different groups during my time there. I was in Vox first, and then I was in Decibels. And I had seen SUSPs at the ICCA final, the UK final, and I thought they were amazing.
Had you seen them that year, doing that 4th year set?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, incredible.
Literally
incredible.
Yeah, sorry, didn't you open our end of year show that year as well?
Yeah, at the 1532, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you know at that point that you were going to be joining the group?
I did at the end of year show, yeah.
Actually, yeah.
I already knew because you guys all sort of like met me.
Oh,
but
that's so lovely.
the moment I saw that they were holding auditions to replace an alto, I was like, oh my god, I applied so fast, I clicked on it so fast. I was like, yeah, get me in there. Get me in.
Your parents drove you on as well, didn't you?
Yeah, my parents drove me to Clifton. Yeah.
Oh, that's so
had
sweet.
a nice look around the shops and I was singing.
So lovely as well. And so somebody wasn't able to attend Fringe that year, right? So you were auditioning to replace
them, yeah.
I see. Yeah. Okay, amazing. And then how did you find that? Because that's a really quick turnaround to learn all of the rep from that year, especially the ICCA set, which is so good but complex.
Yeah.
How was that? I guess you had experience in a cappella.
Yeah, so I already knew sort of what the deal was with learning music, learning a cappella parts. It was really intense. Yeah, I had a couple of months to learn it all, but then I had to learn all the choreo.
Yeah, the choreo.
That I struggled with that. I'm not gonna lie, I really struggled. They had to sort of rearrange which people were doing what thing so that I could have like the easiest bits. Yeah, but it was intense, but it was really fun. I mean, all the arrangements were like sick, so I had no trouble. Like, it wasn't boring trying to learn them because they were all so good.
They were really, yeah, they are. I love that. For me personally, I think Gen 4 is one of my favourite generations of the group, especially the ICCA set. I think for me, watching that video consolidated my decision to audition for SusPs. Again, also with Stan. Stan sat me down and was like, just go for it. You know, he was like my mentor through it all. And so, yeah, I remember watching that video with Elle hitting that high note and the riff and then the wig. Let's talk about the wig. Did the wig stay on in the Fringe show that year?
Yeah, it was. Yes, it was.
Was that like the only prop in the show?
Yes. So we didn't actually perform the set as a set.
Okay.
Again, after or end of year show.
Yeah.
So at Fringe, it's kind of separated. That's why I had to think. But yeah, and it stayed. That little section stayed. So very quite.
Such a good song. And so for the Fringe that year, that was an iconic Fringe show. It was Love Aca-tually, which is so good, and the posters are incredible. Tell us a little bit about the kind of plot line and just the story behind that show.
Yeah, it was all about like love triangles and like love
and
stuff in the fictional world of suspension.
Yeah. And we were all fighting, and then we ended on God only knows from the film when we all made up.
Oh yes,
because it started with Dan doing the narrator. Yeah.
Whenever I get gloomy with the state of the world, I think about the arrivals gate at Heathrow Airport.
Yeah, I remember watching this clip. Yeah, I think I definitely think that's one of my favourite Fringe shows to watch back. Still on the drive. Yeah, and like the generations even like now they'll watch it back. That's like the inspiration, for future generations. So
annoyingly though, there's the only night I cracked on
the recording.
It's there. And
you might regret bringing that up because we might insert a clip here.
Oh dear.
Oh, you walked straight into that one. And so what else did you get up to that year? Because that was a big year ICCA wise. And what else were you doing during the year? Gigs?
Yeah, loads of gigs. We went to like Narberth for a gig as well. We opened for ICCA that year as well at their community gig. But I think the main thing was ICCAs, and also obviously just getting a good rep all the way throughout. But yeah, ICCAs is the main thing, which, you know, as you can see with the amount of effort that we put into the set, like it's really good, and we wanted to encapsulate that in a video at the end of it as well. So we did that at the end of year.
On the
And then obviously Fringe, like it's your typical vanilla year.
Yeah, it was not vanilla.
Cool
that was not a vanilla year.
Not as cool as, you know, Gen 3 with all the TV and the tours.
Yeah.
Kind of annoyed that I missed out on all of that. It's kind of a running joke throughout the whole time. They're like, oh, Bryan,
you were only in the group for a year, right?
Exactly, yeah. It was scary. The main reason why I did join was also like to make friends. So like the fact that you were seeing familiar faces each week, and like I stayed on for my 4th year, and all my, you know, friends were on a 3-year course. So I'd lost most of those in that final year. So I thought I'd, you know, go join, and it was good.
Yeah. And how was it for you, Grace, coming into literally a brand new group of people so quickly and living with them for 2 weeks?
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was honestly great. I'm not like, it was great. They were all so, like, immediately from the first time I met a few of them, we met up for like a little extra rehearsal, I think, that not everyone could make it to. They were just so welcoming. Like, I showed up with the music on my iPad, And they all took the piss out of me, but in the best way. Like, it was great. It made me feel like one of the group immediately. Yeah.
It's just like so typical Grace though. Like,
How is it typical me? I do that all the time.
well, no, but like the way you just
Bringing
whipped
my
it out.
iPad everywhere. Well, it's because everyone else knew the music. I was still not off copy.
Yeah.
So I had to. I didn't want to look at it on my phone like this. So brought my iPad, and that was that.
And so in this year, your outfits were, let's say, questionable, maybe.
Hi, Dan here, just editing this episode. Alessia, questionable? Are you joking? Look at my hair curl. That's perfect. This is the most iconic photo shoot of all time. Thanks very much. Anyway, carry on.
The boys were wearing shirts and ties at this point, which has since changed for the better. What was your kind of thoughts on that? I think it's kind of like a meme that up to this point, the boys were wearing shirts and ties, and now they've kind of like developed their style and they're kind of wearing different hues of maroon and in their own kind of way. What was that like for you going in, and did it feel weird, or were you just like, yeah, okay, I'll do whatever?
Well, yeah, I mean, because I just obviously joined, I was like, well, I guess we're doing this. And, yeah. So, I mean, actually, you know what? We were talking about this earlier. I just don't think I'd have it any other way, to be honest. I mean, I think it's just a done thing at the time. I would have much preferred the tie than, like, I don't know, suspenders or something like that.
Yeah.
Personally.
Oh, because is that what they were wearing in the earlier years, right?
Yeah.
Some of them were
in like
suspenders.
tubs and stuff as well.
Right, yeah.
But like, yeah, much prefer the tie. It was nice and uniformed. Just hopefully everyone has an ironed white shirt in the back of the cupboard for when we wanted to pull it out. But yeah.
I liked it. I liked the shirts.
Do you know what? I didn't hate it. I did kind of enjoy it. When it came into fifth year, though, there were moments where you get sweaty on stage.
Yeah.
And then you're moving around. There's so much choreo.
Yeah.
It just comes undone. I remember seeing like
Untucked
Sam
stuff, yeah.
or Ben with their shirts untucked, like after the show, and just looking dishevelled, but great as well. But yeah, so are you going to bring that back for tenure? Have you talked about that?
I don't actually know. I guess we have to do it, right?
Do you have to do it?
I still have my tie. Yeah.
Well done.
ASOS skinny tie, £10 at the time. Still remember it.
So you're going to whip it out for
Whip it out.
tenure?
I guess. I mean, I don't know what else to
excited
wear.
to see that. Yeah, and then so the early years will be in suspenders, you'll be in ties. I'm excited. Book your tickets 3rd of February if you want to see these guys in, well, not Grace. Do you fancy wearing a tie and
I'd wear a tie, yeah.
suspenders?
Yeah.
Suspenders.
Cool.
With a little halter neck. That'd be cute.
Oh yeah, I would not even with the shirt. Just like a
just
tie
the
on top
halter
of the
neck.
maroon
Yeah.
top. Yeah.
So what were both of your favourite songs from that gen? Because there are so many good ones.
I think mine was Power.
Oh, you stole my answer.
You have to think of another one. There are so many to choose from, though. And so why Power?
It was just a great arrangement and really, really fun to sing. The soloists sounded great. There's the bit at the end when after like the bridge, the middle eight, the most of the backing drops out and we all are like clapping, and it's like, I mean, it's way cooler than I made it sound just then. But it's so good. Like you can hear that all the harmonies like shine through because everyone's on like the lyrics rather than there being loads of backing and stuff.
Yeah.
You're the man, but I got the power you I'll make it shower. You should know I'm the one who's in control. I'm in control now.
Yeah, I loved it. It gave me goosebumps every time to sing it. Loved it.
That's amazing.
Really good.
Love to hear that. What about you, Ryan?
So Power was my choice. I also really liked I forgot what it's called. Basically the intro to actually, you know what? Intro Too Close. I think that counts as one.
Yes.
The intro is really, really cool. Johnny sounds amazing on it.
Yes.
It's hard. We had to like change it up loads of times to make it like, I don't know, easier or sound better essentially. But it's really, really fun to sing, and choreo-wise also fun to do. Yeah, Too Close. Really good, really good as well.
Yeah.
You got to have that solo
I
as
know,
well.
I loved that one. I got to have that solo. Came straight in as a newbie from Cardiff, and I got the first solo in with the first.
Oh, was it
song.
the opening song of that
I think
year?
so, yeah.
So I'll be on my way.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, I do love
Well,
that.
after Johnny's solo, obviously, but yeah, the
I
main
do love
song.
the intro to that.
Yeah.
In the video, it is so incredible.
Yeah.
And the choreo,
Yeah.
the lighting, everything, the whole
Yeah.
thing is so,
So
good.
good.
So what was your favourite moment of that generation? What's like the kind of highlight of that year for you guys?
You can take this one. I was only in the group for a couple of months.
Highlight.
Highlight for me was Fringe. It's the only thing I did.
Oh, fair. Oh no, you got a pretty cool one from rehearsal. That's fun.
Oh my god,
Yeah, it was our
you're
first
right.
week.
Yeah, the first when we were doing like the Fringe boot camp, like
Yeah.
week of rehearsals, like intensive rehearsals, why did it even happen? We started singing. Have you seen the video for this? We started singing
Pretender.
We were
Also
singing
good.
Pretender.
That's a good one.
A good
Pretender's
arrangement.
such
Yeah,
a
a good
good one.
song.
Yeah.
We were rehearsing Pretender, and someone for some reason started singing Dobby, like from Harry Potter.
As
And
the
then-
words.
as the
like,
words.
As every syllable.
Oh,
for the
okay,
dancing.
okay.
Yeah. And it ended up with everyone just singing all their parts to Dobby.
Oh, I love that.
And
The thing we just like broke down by the end of it.
yeah.
It just became.
I mean, we kept going. We just
yeah,
kept,
yeah.
got to the end.
We went through the entire song with everyone just singing Dobby.
Yeah, because it was like da da da
Dobby, Dobby.
Dobby, Dobby, Dobby. Dobby.
Oh my
And you know
God.
the hilarious part as well. So there's this part of the choreo where me and Elle are walking towards each other. It's me, Johnny, and also Elle like walking between us. And she starts going, and it worked so good, so well, fit in, and
my
I
God.
fell to the ground
Yeah.
just crying in laughter. So good.
And that was my first day
that
of
was
rehearsal.
God.
Oh my God, what's happening?
Okay, so you're like, okay, these guys were all weirdos.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be intimidated
Yeah.
by.
Yeah, and turns out this person can also quote the first film.
Yeah, I can recite the
Yeah.
first film, so that was a perfect moment for me.
Yeah, makes sense.
What was your favourite moment of the year?
I really enjoyed winning. Sorry, I just didn't have a sentence. I didn't want to say winning. Okay, I'll start again. I really enjoyed the ICCA's, the quarters, because
Yeah.
not only did we place, but also so did Pitch Fight and Academy, the
Yes.
two other Bristol groups.
Yeah.
So that was really, really cool to have gotten to. I think it was the first time that all those three, I might be wrong on that, but all of those three groups made it to the final. So then like we all got to do it all again. In a few months' time. So it was nice to have that like camaraderie and like in these event spaces when it's in these competitions where it's quite an intense atmosphere.
Yeah, definitely.
There's familiar faces from other groups. It doesn't feel like
It's not as intense.
yeah, it's not as bad, and yeah, it's quite fun to be honest. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was I think my favourite part.
Oh, lovely. So that year,
Yeah.
you recorded a music video.
Yes, we did.
What music video was that, and how was that? You recorded it in Lola Lows, right?
That was surreal. Being in Lola Lows, like in the middle of the day, covered in glitter. And like Dan was in drag. That was Hush Hush. The song was
Yes.
Hush Hush.
Yes.
Yeah, that was an experience.
What was that like? And was Raf's dad involved in that?
Oh yeah, we appeared in the music video. I totally forgot about this. It's in a little vault
I know,
in
that's
my
why
head.
I had to
Yeah.
like really dig it out of my brain.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that I
was
think
at
is
some
such an
point.
iconic video.
Yeah, no, it's really good. As we said, like we got like Lottie's friend from home to do Dan's makeup and stuff. He was fully decked out. We had glitter. It's just so weird. Like we had to like obviously have lunch and stuff, but we couldn't take anything off. So we were just out midday, like busy in the like the triangle parts, like really busy with all those people, just covered in all this stuff. It's just just
And
surreal.
I think I actually remember you put a call out for extras for that video.
Yes, we did.
Because I really wanted to be in
Yeah.
it, but I had an MTV rehearsal that day. But lots of my friends went and were in it, and I was like, oh, I wish I was.
Yeah, we
sounds
need
so
to
cool.
make it look like the club was full.
Yeah. 12
Yeah.
in the middle of the
Yeah.
day on like a random Tuesday. That's so good. So, final question. Are you guys excited for 10-year anniversary show? What are you most excited about?
I'm buzzing for it. I'm really, really excited for it. Just to like be back, because I was in the group for such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And I've managed to cling on. Like, I'm still here. It's been here for 2 weeks.
It's a scar.
I'm just really excited to be back singing the songs that I really enjoyed doing with the group.
Yeah, I
What
think
about you?
that'd be the fun part, like redoing the stuff that we used to do. That'd be fun. But also, I guess just seeing everyone. Obviously, a lot of us still see each other now, but there's some people that we don't, and meeting the new ones as well that were in the generations afterwards. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Love that. I'm really excited as well, especially to see Gen 4, because that for me was my kind of suspension's awakening. Like, that's when I first started seeing the content and the music and everything, and so that ICCA set has a special place in my heart. So seeing that at 5-year was amazing. And I just can't wait to see that again. I really can't. I don't know what song you're gonna sing.
I think I
out.
do. But,
Teaser.
Secret.
Well, keep it a secret and then come along Friday. No, it's not. What day is it? Saturday.
Yeah, or Friday or Saturday.
Come along Friday as well. Why not?
set up a tent.
It's just Saturday.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining me today and for being part of the SusPOD. That was episode 4 with Bryan and Grace. And tune in next week for episode 5. And thanks so much. And make sure you get your tickets for the 3rd of February, the Suspensions anniversary show, reunion, 10-year anniversary shebang. See you there. Bye.
Cute.